The number one rule of being homeless, and I've said this over and over again over the years, the number one rule is stay away from other homeless people. Other homeless people are a problem. They will not benefit your existence whatsoever. The police will notice you're in with this crowd. Don't make a habit of going to shelters unless the weather is literally threatening your life. Don't stay in a homeless camp. Don't do any of that bullshit. It's nothing but too much booze, illegal drugs, police contact, fights, the whole bit. Now, there's one kind of homeless person that you especially stay away from, and I get these motherfuckers all the time. This is the guy who spots you and instantly, he wants to be good friends. He'll chat you up. He'll laugh at your jokes. He'll talk too much. He's moving way too fast for a friendship. And that instantly right there is a big red flag. Because think about the real friendships in your life. It took you a couple of years to get there. You get to know a guy, you start talking, and over the course of months and months, you begin to trust each other. And after a year or two, you can say, yeah, he's a good guy. That's a friend of mine. Well, not this homeless, third-rate grifter. They want to know all about you. And they never stop talking. And what is actually going on is they're sizing you up. They're checking out everything you own. And as soon as you turn your back, they're going to rip you blind. And it's happened to me a couple of times. It doesn't anymore because I know all the red flags. I can smell that shit coming a mile away. And the last time it happened, this fucking boob in the neighborhood, and I did, from a distance, think, this is probably a good guy. But then he started in on me. And it happened for kind of an odd reason. My bicycle had just been stolen. And I was pretty upset about it because it was a pretty nice bike. It was a white Diamondback. If you're familiar with bicycles, Diamondback's a pretty decent brand. I like their styling. I like how they're put together. Quality engineering and materials. And it was given to me by this elderly couple about a year ago. And a couple of months ago, it got stolen. And it was kind of my fault, but that's another story. But anyway, he sits down next to me on the bench, and he's like, so how's it going? I said, well, not too good. Someone stole my bike yesterday. And he's like, really? And I was like, yeah, really. He goes, what kind was it? And I said it was a white Diamondback. I know who's got it. I know who took it. No, you don't. You're full of shit. And to make a long story short, he was just going to string me along with this so he could get some cigarettes and a couple of bucks off me. It turns out he does this to everybody. That's his whole bit. Just running this third-rate con. And I called him on it. I said, you're full of shit, man. You didn't see my bike. You don't know who has it. You don't even know what a Diamondback looks like. And he got pissed. He was like, ooh, fuck you, man. If he wasn't lying, why would he react like that? If he was telling the truth, his reaction would have been more like, why are you saying that to me, man? We can go there right now. But no, he didn't do that. So, 100% factual evidence, this guy is full of shit. Well, the very next day, I'm walking by, and I see him sitting on that same bench with another homeless dude who I'd never seen before. And he's just, I can tell by his body language, he's running the same bullshit on this guy. And I had a little bit to drink that day already, and I just marched on over there, and I got in this guy's face, and I said, you see that guy right there? He's full of shit. Don't give him a goddamn thing. And I walk off, and again, he jumps up. Oh, fuck you, man. I'm going to knock the fuck out of you. And I turn around. I said, okay, let's go. Guess what happened? Nothing.